Processing your outstanding activities. On logging into PPS, some of you may be familiar with receiving a pop-up message that looks a little bit like this, telling you that there are a certain number of outstanding activities waiting to be processed, asking you if you would like to process them now. Clicking yes on this pop-up box here will take you to your current list of outstanding activities, where you can then work your way through the different categories or other activities at the bottom here to process, making sure that all your activities that you're able to process are then dealt with. You can process any of these activities by clicking onto the category, for example, which will then show you a list of the activities which are ready to be processed. And you can either use the process button at the bottom here to process each activity individually. You can dismiss them if you feel like they are no longer relevant or perhaps if they're overdue. Or you have the option to auto-process the activities, which will allow PPS to work its way through the entire list and auto-process any activities which are still able to be sent, so that's provided they haven't gone past their due date or all of the contact information is correct and there. Alternatively, you do have the option to reassign any activities by clicking the reassign button here, and that will allow you to reassign the activity that is selected, so just one activity, or reassign all activities to another of your PPS users. And that's the same for each of the categories, so we can view them by category, or we can view them by the type of activity at the bottom here, where we have them split out into letters, emails, SMS, and so on. And we also have things like personal actions, client contact notes, etc. on the right-hand side. This window will also allow you to view activities for other PPS users. So right at the top here, you'll see by default it will be set to show only your own activities. But by clicking the radio button on the right-hand side, we can show activities for other users, in which we can view all users, or we can select a specific user from the drop-down menu. Now don't worry if you ignored that prompt that we saw when first logging in, which brought us to this screen. If you click no on that first pop-up box, you can go back to your activities at any point during the day by clicking on activities and process your outstanding activities from the taskbar at the top here.